Hi, this is Doug Standard with Fearless Presentations, and this is part 2 in a 7-part series. We're covering 7 qualities of a good public speaker, and these are things that every presenter should really know and probably emulate as well. So these are things that if you improve in these areas, people are going to see you as being a good or even great public speaker. So number 1 that we covered was on self-confidence. Number 2 is actually a little different. It's poise, especially poise under pressure. And I have to admit, the first few years that I was a public speaking coach, I used those 2 terms interchangeably. I used poise and self-confidence as synonyms. And I kind of realized that they're actually 2 different things. So self-confidence is what happens when we start to reduce that nervousness. So, and if you saw the last video, self-confidence is where we have a series of successes, and as a result of those successes, our confidence grows, our fear, our nervousness kind of diminishes. Poise is a little bit different. Poise is when we feel that pressure and we feel that nervousness, and we perform anyway. And this is real critical in the growth of a speaker, because one of the things that happens in our Fearless Presentations classes is that folks will kind of come up to us sometimes at the end of the first day especially, and they'll say, "God, Doug, I still feel nervous. Is there something wrong with me?" And we always kind of laugh and say, well, no, because every step along the way, we're making the process a little bit more difficult than what it was in the previous step. And so we're doing that because we want you to feel that nervousness and work through it. So if you're not feeling some type of nervousness, if you're not feeling some type of fear, you're probably not growing. The neat thing is that by the time people in that second day, when they compare that final thing that they did to the first thing that they did, it's such a dramatic difference that when they think about that very first presentation that we do at the very beginning of the class, they go, man, that's a piece of cake. I can't believe I was even nervous back then. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about poise. Feeling that pressure, feeling that nervousness, and performing anyway, and performing well under pressure. So I would encourage you to challenge yourself. Go out and look for things that are a little bit more challenging than the last thing that you did. So if you have a presentation coming up, do something a little different than what you did last time. And once you have a success doing that, your self-confidence is going to grow because you're feeling that pressure and you're performing anyway.